Hello guys and welcome to the next video. So as you can probably already guess from the video title, I got kind of scammed and today we're going to look at resealed packs that were sold to me. To give you a little bit backstory, I bought all these packs that you can see right now and many more from a seller on Instagram, and he was pretty trusted by the community and well known, so I didn't put too much thought into double checking what he sent me. Of course, as always, I scaled the packs that he sent me, but he is pretty clever about resealing them. So basically all these packs you can see right here are resealed. As you can see, they look pretty normal, right? You cannot tell right away that these are resealed. I mean, if you know that they are, then you can probably tell. But if you get these from a seller that you think is trusted, then you're not really double checking that. So anyway, what this guy did is he opened all the packs at the bottom and only at the bottom. So all the top sides of the packs are still like they original used to be, because most people, including me, open these packs on the top side. I guess like 95 or more % of all people. I don't know anybody who's opening the bottom of these packs. And if they are resealed, then usually they open differently. So if you reseal the top, then people would probably notice that real quick. So this guy only opened the bottom, which is pretty clever. And then he didn't actually take out all the foils or something like that. He it seems like he only took out the valuable foils and either replaced them with bad ones, like super rares that are really common, or cards that are already in a played condition. So if we open these packs, we might find really bad foils or foils that are already in a, yeah, as I said, played condition. But anyway, we will be looking now how these packs look like and how you can identify them, since I have them. Of course, I gotta pay for my fault right here, because the seller was kind of well known. I of course paid with family and friends and PayPal, so I cannot really do anything about that. The guy went kind of AFK since a month or so and doesn't respond to any messages, because he also scammed other people by not sending out packages. But yeah, so I found out about this yesterday, and I already opened like 3 packs, and from one pack I pulled the stock Necrofair. I did check it and the condition is pretty good. Like, it looks like if you pulled it from a pack. So I'm not sure what the criteria is for this guy for reselling, resealing, what kind of cards he puts in there and which he doesn't. Because in my opinion, Dark Necrofair is a pretty good pull from Labyrinth of Nightmare, and if I was reselling packs, I wouldn't put it back in, but this guy did, so I'm not sure here. Yeah, but anyway, I heard from other people, like I have a friend on Instagram who also bought some packs. He got first at Pharaoh's Servant, and after he found out that some of these packs are resealed, he opened them and he pulled a Grave Robber, I believe, which of course is a kind of trashy card to pull. And then he pulled a Legendary Fisherman. Now, Legendary Fisherman is a pretty good pull from Pharaoh's Servant, but it was in a kind of bad condition. Like, there was a smudge on the card picture, and it had already slightly bent corners or dents in the edges, so definitely resealed. So let's go ahead and check out these packs and see how we can find out that they're resealed. First of all, as I said, the top corners are all normal like they used to be. You can see right here, this is the original Konami sealing, where you got the rifled or riffled edges right here. And basically the pack is sealed where the riffles are, and there is no open gaps up here, right? Now if you look at the bottom of this Labyrinth of Nightmare pack, you can see, and this is very visible with the Labyrinth of Nightmare ones, that there's like a white stripe down here. And this is basically where the guy resealed these packs. So he opened it, pulled out the cards, took out whatever foil he wanted, put in another foil, slided the cards back up, and then sealed this with whatever machinery you use for that. And basically he always does it on top of the riffled ceiling from Konami. So the riffled ceiling is right here, and then there is a white flat line above it, which is the resale line. Now, if we take another pack here, for example, the stock beginning one, this pack was included by him for free in the last order. Of course, it's not really free if it's all just a scam. But if you look down here, there's no such white line really visible. And basically that's because he did it 2 times. he resealed it pretty far up and it seems like it didn't work, so he did it again at the very edge of the pack. So if you look at the very edge down here, you can see also a small white line right in the corner here. So there's like a 1 millimeter line right down in the edge, so you don't have any openings on the bottom. But what you can notice about this pack is that if you look right here, there's the refilled Konami seal, right? And if I push that in, the pack actually opens. You can see it's open where the Konami seal is, and that's not how it's supposed to be. It should be shut all the way down here. When there is a refilled line here, it should be shut, but this one is not, so you can tell by that this pack is resealed. And if I'm getting this Labyrinth of Nightmare pack back real quick, there's another thing you can notice with these resealed packs. I'm not sure if it's with this pack right here. No, this one is actually okay. So let's grab one of the Invasion of Chaos packs, I guess. Let me see which one is good. Yeah, this one right here. So this pack again, there's no really visible white line down here. It looks kind of normal, but this one is very easy to tell that it's resealed because if you look straight down here, you can see that there is like an opening right here. The whole pack opens for like a few millimeters, and no factory sealed packs do this. If you have a pack that does this, then it's either a very rare occasion of a factory sealed pack, but usually it's an indicator that the pack is resealed, right? Yeah, and then I think there's one more Invasion of Chaos pack. Yeah, right, this here. If you look at this, it also looks kind of normal. Again, there's like a flat line down here, but you cannot really see it as well as on the Labyrinth of Nightmare packs. So what you can do with this pack is, if you push the cards inside all the way to the top, as far as possible, you will notice that they stop exactly where the riffled seal is. And this is how it's supposed to be, right? The riffles, they start right here, and this is where the cards end right now. If I'm pushing the cards to the bottom right now, so this is as far as they go, you can see that the riffles start like here, but the cards stopped right here. So the guy resealed the pack way too high and not as far down as it's usual. And then of course, if you check the bottom again, this is the pack with the opening down here. And a lot of packs that he sent actually do have this opening. Here's another Labyrinth of Nightmare pack, which also has this opening. And yeah, this is basically how you can identify these packs. Here's a Dark Revelation pack. This one looks also pretty good. I'd say he did a good job at resealing them. But again, you can see that there's kind of a flat line going on above these riffled lines. So this one is also resealed. Yeah, so what am I going to do with these packs? I will open all of these right now in this video. I mean, the guy has still included foils in here, so there's still stuff we can pull and we can look at the cards. All these packs, they don't contain random cards, it's all the original set cards. So if we open Invasion of Chaos pack, there's only Invasion of Chaos inside. And since these packs are still filled with normal cards and even foils, I think I will just continue using them for random pack openings. We might not pull super high-end cards from these packs, like for example, if you take Invasion of Chaos, I don't think we will pull up like Luster Soldier or a Chaos Emperor Dragon, but there might still be stuff in there like Black Tyranno or something. So I'll just continue using these packs together with other packs that I have. It's kind of a drag that he did that, but I guess I learned something today, right? Don't blindly trust people who sell stuff. Alright, so anyway, without further ado, let's open this. I'll open it on the bottom because again, for the resealed packs you can notice quite easily if you open them. Like already this lash right here, I pulled on it and it got off in like one go. And if you open a normal lash like the top right here, it will go off very slowly because it's sealed all the way. And down here it was like attached at only one spot. Yeah, so let me push the cards up, and if I open this right here now, it goes very easy. Like there is no resistance at all. And then, of course, if you look at the cards, most likely most of the cards will be in mint condition because the guy opened the pack, looked at the cards and put them back in. But sometimes it seems like he changed some cards up. Maybe he removed like short prints or something. And then you can actually see that he put in damaged cards instead. So yeah. So these first comments right here, they look mint, like you probably just got them out of the pack and put them back in. And our first rare here is Stray Lamps. I didn't scale these packs or anything, I just randomly took them from different piles. I do have about, I think, 100 packs in total from this guy. Again, he was a very trusted seller, and I didn't notice it, unfortunately, right away that these packs are resealed. I did scale them, but since he put back foils, I didn't notice anything wrong with the packs when scaling them. But yeah, as I said, I'll just continue opening these as they're still normal packs, I guess. So we have a Bait Doll, Mask of Weakness, Forgiven Mating, Fusion Gate, and here we go with a super rare Revival Gem. So I guess this is another foil pack. Of course, the foil is kind of trashy, right? Like, Revival Gem is not really the best thing to pull. Checking it out, it looks very good, so I cannot see any dents or anything, so I think he might have opened this pack and put the gem right back in because he didn't want it. Yeah, so that's our first foil. Let's go with the Dark Beginning next. And another thing that kind of grinds my gears about this whole thing is that apparently as I said, I called him out on Instagram, made a post about it, and apparently a lot of people already knew that this guy was selling resealed packs and even boxes, and nobody really called him out on it, so it's really unfortunate. If you buy resealed stuff from somebody, you should actually notify the community that nobody should buy any cards from these people. Of course, there's always the possibility that the seller didn't know what he's selling and that he got it himself from somebody else who actually resealed it. But you don't need to directly call people out as a scammer. You can just like say, be careful when buying from this dude, I got resealed stuff or something. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see what we get from this IOC right here. Again, the cards, they all look pretty good. There's a Matasa the Zapper. I also don't really understand why the seller opened all of these packs. I mean, he was probably only going for foils, so he could have scaled the packs and only opened the ones with foils and resealed those. Well, this guy went actually above and beyond and opened every single pack. Like, as I said, I have about 100 packs of this guy, and he opened every single one of them and resealed it. I absolutely don't understand why he did that. Alright, let's see Shadow of Infinity right here. And we got another super rare. Again, I don't think we will pull any ultimate rares from these packs, but probably plenty of super rares that he put back in. Yeah, the general condition of this card is good, but there's a little scratch going down in the middle. It might be a factory thing, but it might also be a card that he put back in because it was damaged and he couldn't PSA grade it or something. I'm sorry if the cards are a little bit out of the frame. I put the camera really close for this video to show you guys how these packs look like. So sometimes I'm misplacing the cards. There is a Wild Nature's release. So as you can see, he put in plenty foils, but no good foils. Yeah, I think that's original from the pack. Alright, let's go with Dark Revelation and open the Labyrinth of Nightmare last. This one, you see, I opened this one and it was also cut in a little right here. That's also not normal for these packs. see what we got here. Second Goblin, Dimension Jaw, Unpachi, and there's a Big Bang Shot. And I guess another positive about this whole thing is that the packs were not too expensive. He was always the cheapest guy to buy packs from, but I mean, he wasn't as cheap as Screaming for Scam, but it was kind of cheap. As you can see, the cards were upside down in this pack, so he probably accidentally did that. And the Spirit of the Breeze. I pulled that guy yesterday as well, I believe, when I opened some packs. Yeah, so that's it for this video. I guess we got 3 super rares here from these packs, and I don't think we will get anything more than that. Maybe one or another ultra rare that's not the best. And yeah, as I said, I will continue using these packs for the openings. I don't really think it matters if we don't pull the best of the best things here. It's still kind of nice to see all these old cards and pull a super rare or a bad ultra rare once in a while. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.